Welcome, everybody. First meeting on the call to order tonight is Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for June 2nd, 2025. If I could go to a roll call, Mr. Fetty.
Sure. Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
We got Board Member Brett Mondurant absent. We got City Attorney Dale Wilton.
Here.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay. Tommy, I don't have any announcements for this particular meeting unless you do.
I have none, Mayor.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved, Mayor.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We got one item of new business. Ms. Felix, firefighter paramedic recommendation.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm here to make a recommendation for the position of full-time firefighter paramedic, and we would like to recommend Cody Hagg for that position.
What's the name?
Cody Hagg.
Cody Hagg. Okay. Any questions, Tom?
I have none, Mayor.
Okay. We'll entertain a motion then to approve the recommendation of Mr. Cody Hagg for firefighter paramedic for Lawrenceburg Fire Department.
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All in favor? Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Roulette, I don't have any old business for this meeting.
I have none either, Mayor.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved, Mayor.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next meeting I'd like to call to order is the Utility Board meeting for June 2nd, 2025. Mr. Petty, once again.
All right. Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Dylan Little.
Present.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Board Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
We got Board Member Brett Mondurant absent. We got City Attorney Dale Wilton.
Here.
We got President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay. No utility announcements tonight unless you all have anything. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So move.
Second.
I'll second, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, Mr. Garrett Kavanaugh. New dump truck and bed system quotes, and then 120 water contract. Or no, supplemental agreement number 1.
All right, just a couple things. All right, in your packet, you'll find 3 quotes I got on for the new dump truck that we're wanting. This is just a cabin chassis. Hagford came in the cheapest on it. Just the one thing about it is this quote is on the only remaining 2025 truck in the Midwest that they can get their hands on. So as of 2 weeks ago, this was still there. It's possibly, if somebody else jumped on it, then we're going to have to wait about a month and order 26 that won't come in until the fall. And there's going to be a price increase, they're telling me, on the 26s. So that's why I wanted to try to go ahead and snatch this last one up. The Meyer quote, that's the system that we're going to have installed onto the cabin chassis that adapts the bodies to where you can interchange flatbeds, the dump truck beds. The one truck will be 3 or 4 different types of trucks.
And this is going to be be able to put the valve exercise.
Valve exerciser on, correct. So as you can see, the flatbed body, that's the one that's going to hold the valve exerciser, and we'll have that with that. We have money. We have, I believe it's $60,000 in the water capital for dump truck, and we got $60,000 in sewer capital for the dump truck appropriated for this year.
So did you quote 2 different things? We quoted the Hagford quote is for
Truck itself.
Truck itself.
Truck itself. All 3 are for the truck itself. So we got one from Russ Hubler Automotive, Airport Ford, and Hags. And I would like a motion to go ahead and try to see if we can see if this one's still available to purchase it.
Is this true? Caldwell said that the government concession's only $100.
On the big super trucks, yes.
What's Hagford's concession?
He wouldn't give me that information.
Garrett, I have one question on swapping out the beds. How would you guys go about that?
It's just like a rollback. So it's
Roll
just,
them off.
yep, just roll it off.
The equipment or anything?
Nope, it rolls off just like a rollback, and you attach the next one and slides right up on it. It's slick as a whistle. It's really neat.
How's that indoors?
Yes.
All attachments and
The valve exerciser we will for sure. The dump truck itself will probably sit under the lean-to. It won't be inside the garage, but it'll be in the lean-to. But
questions? Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve it looks like the Hag Ford quote for $75,605 because of that $100, thank you. For the truck and chassis, and $45,525 for the, that's for the
the bed system, the
bed
two,
system and the hydraulics and.
and 2 beds and the installation of it.
And again, this is all coming out of capital. We've set up some.
Yeah, without having the math right here in front of me, I had it on a different piece of paper. I think we're only going to be over like about $1,000.
Actually, you're over $1,120, so we'll take it out of your.
I'm sure he can
Questions?
afford it.
Yeah, he can. Questions, guys?
I pretty much got mine all answered last week, Mr. Kavanaugh there.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the new dump truck and bed system quote. The total is $121,120.
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask to table the 120 water contract, if we could. Could I get a motion to do that?
So move.
Second,
I'll second it, Mayor.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And you're going to talk to them about that before we bring it back, right?
Yes, I'm going to try to whittle some more money off of that.
Sure. Supplemental agreement number 1. Garrett?
All right, so what we have here is back in September of 2024, I believe it was September 3rd, we signed a contract with BF&S to do the engineering of the downtown water project that we have going on right now. So what you're looking at here is the scope of the work is all these numbers are not to exceed. So when it came in, the survey, the land consultants, there ended up being a lot more stuff in the road up on East High Street, and so they had to do a lot more work to go around it. So without increasing the amount of money, they just want to be able to take some money out of the final design line and move it to the survey line, which is $3,575 in order to cover land consultants' cost. We've only used about 25% of the final design cost to this point. So there is money there.
So you're not asking for additional money, just to move it?
Just to move it, right, correct. Yeah, it doesn't change the bottom line, it just changes numbers between the lines.
Questions, guys?
Nope.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So move, Mayor.
Second,
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks, Garrett.
Thank you.
Any old business, guys, on the utility? Not entertain a motion to review and discuss the claims for board approval.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then a motion, oh,
He said, bless you, I think.
I'm sorry. Motion to approve all payroll reports and checks once properly certified.
So move, Mayor.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn this meeting. Second,
Moved.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Lenny's a little tired tonight, guys. He played golf today.
Been a long day. I've worked hard today.
I wonder why he.
He's about 3 sentences behind us
I
tonight.
thought Tony told him to behave
All right.
tonight.
I'd like to call to order the City of Lawrenceburg Council meeting for June 2nd, 2025. Everybody could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One more time, Betty.
All right, Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
Councilperson Dylan Little.
Present.
Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Got Councilperson Brett Bonnard absent. We got City Attorney Dale Weldon. Here. Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, announcements, board reports, streets, alleys, and curbs downtown, Mr. Abbott.
Everything's good.
Okay. Streets, alleys, and curbs, Ludlow Hill, Mr. Fryman.
All good, thank you.
Parks and playgrounds, Mr. Little.
Mayor, what kind of plan do we have in place for maintaining the parks? In particular, there's George Street Park, and a couple others up on the hill where there's a lot of bird poop on picnic tables, stuff like that. Are they pressure washing that regularly, or?
Well, I know that they're waiting for their summer help to come. That's under one of the jobs I know that Brad had under that, so I'm sure you'll see it happening in the next.
Okay.
But it wouldn't hurt to put it on some kind of a maintenance schedule, so to speak. But
It's quite nasty over there. And
well, and what we may want to talk about at budget time is maybe in the next year or two, we may want to look at renovating George Street. That's our only park we really haven't renovated, and we need to. But just keep that in the back of your mind. So.
I'd like to say also up there at Ludlow Hill, I was up there Sunday, and there was a lot of people there, and they're playing a lot of pickleball,
Oh yeah.
and they're using fishing. They're doing a whole lot of stuff up there and playing on the playgrounds and things, and they got it mowed. It looks really nice,
Staying busy.
really nice. Everybody that I went by, and they was complimenting our.
Well, I know I went over to Art Street Park here last Friday. You had 2 buses from South Dearborn and 1 from Rising Sun, and then a couple of preschools from Lawrenceburg at the park. It was packed. So, no, that's good though. That's what they're there for, is to be used. Couple things I want to remind you guys of. We got our first movie in the park tomorrow night with the new LED screen. So those of you that either didn't go or didn't want to go because it came on too late, like me. I mean, the movie doesn't start till 9 o'clock when it starts getting dark, and then it doesn't get over till 10:30, 11 o'clock. But that's all changing this year. We're going to try something different using an LED screen where we think we can start the movie at 7 o'clock. So, and we have some fun things. That Mr. Richardson's going to be our MC, and he's going to have for the kids, and local restaurants are going to have some, kids meals and stuff. I think it's going to be something to take a look at, and then maybe if it goes over well, I may have to come back to these guys for next year for a little bit more money for July, if we can do it next year. But do 2 months, but so if you mark your calendars, I think festivities start off about 6:30 is when he's going to start engaging the crowd tomorrow night. And then, of course, Music on the River this Thursday. Motown. Weather's starting to look better, so we'll see everybody down there. And I'm sure that's always my office on Thursday. So if you want to come see me, that's where I'm at from 7:30 on. So. Anyone else got any other?
Does the farmer's market start this weekend as well?
Yes. Right, Becca? Yes. I forgot we had Becca in the crowd. Yes. So that's another thing. That's a good lead into the pavilion.
Yes.
Lots going on over there. The first load of trusses were brought in today, and they've got a couple of them up. They said it'll take about 4 days to get the trusses up, and then they'll start drying it in, and it'll look like something. It's starting to look like something. So we know that it's a mess. We know there's some parking especially now with the crane over there and stuff, but it's all temporary, so that'll all be good. So, any other questions or comments, guys? If not, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And then we had a 5:27 work session. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Before we go on, I think you're aware of, we've got some meetings coming up that are in addition to our meetings, so I'll make sure, Joy will keep you guys updated, and so we don't forget anything. New business, I have one item that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you guys remember this. Dylan, you may not, but about 3 years ago, there was some talk about renovating the police department. Numbers came back pretty high. But something that has come up that we really need to get done, and I'm asking for permission for Austin to at least consult an architect to get us some kind of idea, is the command center, which right now, if there's a disaster in Lawrenceburg, the command center is the up in front, the office where the clerks sit, which you guys know is very small. The as we have added all these cameras, the video wall that is up there is very compact, hard to manage that. So the idea is, if you're familiar with Brian Miller's office next to it, would be to take out that wall and make that front right there a command center clerk's office. Okay? That would be the big piece of it. But so it wouldn't be, it's not a big project or anything, but it's something that, and Bryson could probably explain some of that, the technological parts of it better, but with all of the camera screens that they have now, those could be put to where you could see more cameras at one time.
So you're not really building a new structure anymore?
Oh, no.
They just want to take. One question I would have is, and I understand the command center, we have that fire department's
Yep.
meeting room that has all the
Yeah.
TVs on it. Could we not use that?
Well, and I misspoke a little bit. I said a natural disaster. We would probably use the fire department for a
Okay.
natural disaster. Talking about more of an active shooter, those
Okay,
kinds of
so you
things.
just have the only certain personnel in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, I got it.
Where
Okay.
it's, you know, it's
But
a
not a
different, it'd be a different type. It could be, you'd have set up, I think, you could use for either or. But it would be more on the active shooter type of stuff. Which, quite honestly, you know, we invested all this money in our camera system, which I'm a big fan of here in the city, because I think it's helped us out quite a bit, safety and also solving some crimes. But, you know, the clerks are only as good as the equipment we give them. And I think we could just, you know, for not an expensive project, take a look. All I'm asking is let Austin have somebody come and take a look,
Okay.
see about what it might cost us in a ballpark figure, see if it's something you guys might want to tackle.
When I first seen that, I envisioned a new building.
No,
I'm like,
no,
oh,
no,
I'm
no.
not thinking about all that.
No, I know we're not
Yep,
ready to do
okay.
that, but,
Yep.
questions behind that? It's really early on. It's just, I told him I wanted to make sure that you guys be on board with him, at least consulting an architect. So, can I get a motion to give him the ability to do that?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second it, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. I have no other new or old.
Mayor, I'd like to bring up some old business. Under old business, I would just like to basically get a motion, or I'll make a motion to have a meeting on the Riverfront Development Project. We got some information in our executive meeting that I think all of us would like to talk about in a meeting.
Yep.
So I'd like to make a motion to hold a meeting for the Riverfront Development Project.
I don't even think you have to have a motion, but I'll just get it scheduled if you want.
Okay,
Is that okay?
yeah.
All right.
Good.
Could we do it before July?
Yeah, we should be able to do that. The sooner the better for me.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Riverfront Development Meeting. Yep, we'll get her done. We'll get it scheduled. Okay?
Yep.
What else you got? Anybody?
I have something under old business, Mayor, and it's
Yep.
the street lights.
Yep.
The new street lights we're putting up, are we not putting baskets on there for the flowers?
Yes, we are going to. What they found, and we sort of knew this, the size that we got now of the baskets weigh almost 225 pounds wet. And what they're rated for is 150 pounds or something. So we're going to get, next year, we'll have smaller baskets.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I told them that has to go back up.
So we ordered brackets with these new poles. Our baskets just can't handle that weight.
That's in my interpretation.
I was just wondering, because I've seen.
When I asked about the same thing, I said, why aren't you putting those baskets back up now? And the whole reason was
Got it.
because of the weight. And
Got
I
it.
said, well, I don't want to do anything.
And then last thing I have, Tony and I mentioned some streetlights being out at the last meeting, and they've
Nothing done?
still not been fixed.
Still not fixed.
Tell me where they're at again.
One's on Center and
Center and Elm.
and then the
Hold
other
on.
ones are up on the levee. I saw another one right down here by Center and Walnut. So this intersection right here are the three that I've seen.
Center and Elm,
And then Center and Walnut right here.
Center and
The
Walnut.
one on Center
up
and
on the
Elm is
levee.
right up against the house. It's a very weird.
Center and, or at a levee you said too, right?
Yeah, up on the levee. That one's up by High Street, East High Street. And then the other one is right here on Walnut and Center.
Center, okay. Huh. We brought that up to Eric, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was there at the meeting.
Eric was here at the meeting.
You may went on.
He wrote it down in his notes.
I'll get on him in the morning on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Any other old business, guys? If not, comments from the audience? Yes, ma'am?
I just wanted
Can you
to
come to
say-
the podium?
Yes.
We're recording it, that's why, Becca. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi, everyone. I am Becca from Lawrenceburg Main Street. I just wanted to share that I brought printed materials with me for all our summer events. If anybody wants anything, I got it.
Give each one of them one.
Got it.
We're gonna have
I like to have
Becca a
one of them
little
myself.
stool.
Sure.
We have to get you little stools to get you.
Oh, my gosh.
You didn't need that, did you? You didn't need
Stand on
that
them
one.
tippy toes up there.
Got to wear my platforms today.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, anybody else? Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Mayor, if I may, on the
Yes.
claims.
Yes.
If you'll remember, on May 5th meeting, we had our vehicle maintenance foreman come before us about the engine and the rollback.
Yes.
And they thought they would have to spend anywhere from $26,000 to $44,000, depending on what it was. I reviewed the claims last week, and I seen number 206, and it was for just a little bit over $6,000. So they actually found the compressor was
Yeah.
bad, not the engine.
Awesome.
So that was
All
a
right.
plus.
Saved them a lot
A
of money.
lot of money.
Yeah.
Great.
But the compressor runs off the engine coolant and the engine lubricant, and it was dumping the coolant right back into the engine. That's why they thought the engine was bad.
Rodney doesn't like to come
No, he doesn't.
to this building. He gets, I don't know.
Well, when I
And
called
I
him,
love this guy to death, right?
yep, when I called him,
He shared that with me, and he was just all smiles.
yeah. Well, it said, when you looked at the claim, it said engine block. I'm like, well, it had to have that engine. And once I opened the claim, I'm like, well, that's good. So I just wanted to share that with everybody.
It was a well
Yeah.
received
Yep.
discount, so to speak. Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't hurt his budget after all, did it?
No, it didn't. Thank goodness. All right.
And with that, I'll entertain a motion to pay said claims, Mayor.
Okay, second?
I'll second it.
Second, Tony?
Yes.
See, he's always 3 sentences behind, man. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to approve all payroll reports and checks once properly certified.
So move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And a motion to adjourn this
So
meeting.
move.
Second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Slowing down.
Motion carries. You're way behind, buddy.
late today.
Thank you, everybody. Be safe going home.